Okay, refresh. Okay, refresh. Okay, good morning. And then I'm going to do this.
10 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds. The news drops. Everybody should be out of their positions at this point. You really do not want to be holding through this. Expect a big whipsaw.
86, lower than forecast of 88.
Lower than forecast.
7.192 million. 7.192 million.
Lower than forecast.
5 million. Excuse me. Million.
Forecast was 88, actual is 86 on consumer confidence. Jolts coming out 7.1 as opposed to the forecast of 7.5. So both of them underperformed.
Reaction wise, did see a little bit of movement towards the downside on the S&P 500. Very small, little bit towards the downside on the dollar index as well. Back of the weaker than expected jolts and consumer confidence.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let this calm down a little bit, see if it picks a direction. We are currently in balance.
Jolts prior revised to 7.480 million compared to the original prior 7.568 million.
We are above the distribution that was created down here. So this real crux is going to be this 485 level. If we can hold this and go higher, but it's bad news.
Also, prior revision coming through now for US CV consumer confidence. Prior revised to 93.9 compared to the original prior 92.9. Treasuries holding gains after jolts consumer confidence data.
Previous on consumer confidence was 92. We're at 86, so that's lower than in line. And then if you're talking about jolts, previous was 7.5, and now it's 7.19. So both a little lower. Yeah, plus or minus, I guess, give or take. Okay, I'm not as familiar with those data points, so I can't.
The 2-year US yields last down about 2.1 base points. At around
it might take a little long for the bounce here.
Also, yield curve between 2-year and 10-year treasuries last at positive 51.7.
Got out of that for a little profit before it rejected. Guys, I'm trading minis right now, so I'm not on micros. I'm up 700. And the problem, I can't show my PNL. There's like a privacy setting on Tradeovate, and the privacy, I don't obviously want people, otherwise my account number is right up here at the top. And I don't want everybody having my cash account number, but when you take that away, it also takes away the PNL and the equity. So we'll go over that at various points in the stream.
And the US joint stock openings March 2025 report has been posted on the feed as well.
So we're at upper band here on the weekly VWAP. Kind of at the top of yesterday's distribution here, also Friday's. So still very much in a balanced market here. I'm going to see if we get a good move to either side. Right now, we are just in balance. We'll do this.
Zelensky says Russia is preparing something in Belarus this summer, using military drills as an excuse.
All right, everybody who's joining us on YouTube, welcome. Thanks for joining us this morning. I do stream for the first 30 minutes of the 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Discord, we go till about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to pick up one of those free trials, you can check that out for a longer session. And we're hunting for trades. Right now, we're in balance in NQ, trying to break above. I do not hear tick strike. There it goes. Trying to go. Boom. Beauty. Tick strike told us that was coming. About 9:30. That's a $200 trade right there. Little base hits. I am trading minis, guys. I'm not trading micros right now. So just to be clear, in a cash account. Usually get an in and out with one. That was a momentum move. Expecting to go to the other side of value. We held VWAP. I caught this move to upper band. We blasted right through it, but I got out. We're at upper value right here, so. Yeah, we're ripping. Look at everything. VIX, TIC, ES, NQ, all ripping together. All in unison.
Keeping an eye on the S&P 500 to see movement to the upside. Similarly from the dollar as well. Trying to find any reason for the move to the upside. Nothing as so far as it yet.
I wasn't anticipating a breakout. Nope, I took. We held at VWAP, and I'm just expecting a move to the other side of value. And so just a continuation of that move. I got out before we really broke out. Because we're at upper value here, so I just traded from one level to the next. I did not anticipate the breakout, but the order flow helped confirm the finish of that move after holding VWAP and moving up to upper band and upper value. Yes, it was. Now it's slowing down.
CEO said just after the report came out for the USD consumer confidence that the consumers are resilient, but discerning in spending.
Okay, a little red on the tick. Now we are up here, guys. If you look, we're at upper value on today's session and on yesterday's session. So, you know, we're going to run into a little kerfuffle here. Let's see if they can push it through. Big 5-minute candle. Got to be careful here. Look at this. This is really interesting. Somebody bought like so many contracts at this one price point that it's the point of control on my trade of 8. It's literally like one single price point line. Somebody probably was selling there, passive seller. If we come back down to the band and upper value here, let's see if we can get some continuation. We got sellers going on here, so we're going to be patient. Don't want to give up this whole move and get caught trying to buy it as it just sells off. See if we get a little push down, I might try and pick up one down here. So right here, this is where the thin volume starts at 68. Careful here. If there was a way to show how I'm in a P&L here. There's no easy way to do that. Turn off the privacy. I'm up $1,200, guys. Cash. Cash money. Pick strike, you should be hearing it. It's coming through the OBS. So about now. Turn up your volume.
Just a heads up, GP leaders news briefing on Trump 100 days.
Ah. You know why? If you have my stream muted and you're listening strictly to Discord, you're not going to hear it because it's running through the actual stream. It's running through the shared desktop, not the actual Discord volume. Does that make sense? All right. Well, we broke that level. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. It's early. I'm up $1,200 cash already. It's a good morning. Oil's not doing much of anything. Gold's not doing much of anything. Copper's kind of selling off. Russell's at lows here, guys. Talk about relative weakness. Small caps are going to get destroyed by this tariff stuff. So if you can't hear the tick strike, it's because it's running through the desktop volume, not the voice channel volume. So, you know how you guys hear echo? That's because you're hearing two layers of volume, so you mute one. I don't know how else to do that. It's not on either? Okay. Well, I got to figure that out. Here, this is tick strike. So, and this is relative strength, relative weakness. So the higher number plus, the stronger the buying pressure. If it's red, and it's pretty much 5 through 12 plus, 12 being really strong buying pressure. Now VIX is inversed. When you know the VIX drops, that means we're bullish. So I have it, so it's all correlated. So this is actually a drop in VIX. But I have it reversed, so it's tells me it's all the same color. Yep, so it's buying pressure versus selling pressure on the tape. So I don't have to read the tape. I don't have to look at the tape. This is telling me in real time the order flow on the tape. I don't know how to figure out the sound right now, guys, so that's going to have to be something I figure out at another time. I do like that wick. I think we hold here. Not getting the push I want. A little bit of buyers. I'm trying to pick up one more right here. I don't know. I might cut it. Yeah, I cut that one. All right, brought me down to $1,000 bucks. It was a $200 loss.
According to what
It would have been a way loss if I would have held on to that thing.
like Amazon statement saying the team that runs ultra low cost Amazon All Store has considered listing import charges for certain products. This was never consideration for the main Amazon website. Nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties.
So now, oh man, I didn't get filled on that one. See if I get filled.
This is according to Amazon's spokesperson now saying.
See if we can get the continuation to the downside a little bit here.
They said Amazon All has considered listing import price duties on certain products.
Nice. All right, we claimed most of that. Whoa. We got some action here. Flat. When it does stuff like that, I'm flat. I don't want to be involved in that thin wickiness, whipsaw insanity. I'm good. All right, let's be patient. Let's see what we get. All right, we're still trading in balance. We got rejected at upper value. All right, from today and yesterday. This is the session value area high up here. Yesterday's IB high. Yeah, I see that. Did it? Actually, I don't see it on ES. Maybe on the micros. All right, things have really slowed down, so I'm going to wait until we can get a clean read. Oh, I mean, you're looking at the 1 minute, the 5 minute. There is no wick like that. It's just still the same candle, essentially. I'm going to use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm wondering if there's an easy way I can show my P&L here. Reports, accounts. No, that shows my regular account. Positions. Orders. There we go. And I could probably add it here. Oh man, there's got to be an easier way to do this. Ah. Sweet. We do it like this. There's that one loss I just took on NQ, or I cut it. My peak was 1325. One loss the entire session. 14 winning trades, one losing trade. That's cool. All right, the sellers have arrived. Let's see how much damage they do. We are now red on everything but the Dow. How's everybody trading so far this morning? We got a lot of people in the room. David, Aaron, Bob, Ed, Chuck, Larry, Logger, Matthew, Pablo, Tony, Sammy, Tron, Yvette. All right, let's see it. Let's see those P&Ls. Where are we at? How are we trading? Are we following our rules? Are we getting lucky? Are we breaking those rules and getting lucky? That's the worst. Being rewarded for bad behavior. All right, new point of control here. This is kind of interesting. Might take a little long here. A little bounce here. Ah, they had fill. Scratch. Look at you, Tony. Larry's up $80. Micro MES, good job. Made back some losses already this morning using your scalping method. Back to break even on the morning. All right. The nice part about scalping, as long as you're cutting those small losers, guys, you can always pull yourself out. One good trade at a time, but it's important not to tilt out, size up when you shouldn't be, right? That will screw everything up, right? If we can stay focused, to keep our emotions stable. Tony's got the winning trade so far of the morning. Let's see if we can get some buyer step in here. Right now, it still looks heavy. No buyers yet on the tape. It has slowed down. Oh. Now, even though I'm trading NQ, I want to watch ES because since it's so thick ES, the selling or buying can show up first on ES before it does on NQ. Nice little trick I've learned about watching this for a long time. The ES order flow can lead NQ. So I can get early warnings. If I wasn't such a bull, I would short this. I unfortunately have a long bias in my trading. I wish it weren't true, but it is true. I take more longs than shorts. So when we're selling off, I have to be very careful. I mean, we've had some serious rain. Are you talking about gold has been really slow? Yeah, gold is, it's just kind of ranging, huh? Looks like it's in balance. Okay, something on the tick. Let's see if we can get some buyers stepping in here. And do the sub VWAP trap. Get above that point of control. Nope. Okay. The selling continues. Now we're approaching this low volume area right here, which I kind of like. Hopefully I don't get punished for liking it. We'll probably add one more down here as we traverse this. See if we can get a little pop. All right. So this is a low volume node right here. So it's a little tougher for the sellers to get through it, but if they do go through it, it can be fast. So you gotta be careful. I'll usually take the first reaction and then the trade's over. I do like this 460 level.
Amazon themselves.
The Valieri low in the session, lower VWAP band. I get a nice good trade down there, so I'm going to sit tight here.
Amazon will consider the idea of listing in contractors. Nothing has
If we get there, 467.
Just a
different
Amazon
level.
spokesman commenting in an email statement, but confirmation of already been said.
Oh yeah, and oil just dropped out right there. I see that, but you know, I can't chase it. What am I going to short it down there? I feel like the move already happened. I mean, it could go lower. Get a little more of a. That was nice. So we went right to the Valieri low. Back to VWAP. Market imbalance. We'll stay in balance. We have an initial balance. We are right in the middle of it. Now will this be the ES is relatively weak. It's still by lower band, whereas NQ is back at VWAP here. Point of control. Picking up pennies here. I'm up 1386. Again, guys, this is a cash account. I can transfer this money out of my account as soon as we're done today. Not a bad day. Yes, point of control. 48.5 is VWAP on ES. Sellers coming in. Trying to push this thing back down. Damn. So there's a little volume area right here, obviously. So this is our big distribution. We're at the top of it. So when I'm trading minis, guys, my trades are even shorter than when I'm trading micros. Because I don't have the opportunity to scale in and out as much. You know, if my max size is 2 minis, maybe 3, I mean, it's in and out once or twice. Whereas micros, I can scale one contract at a time up to 10 or 20 and then start scaling out as it moves in my favor. It just keeps me in the trade a little longer. But, you know, I pay less in commissions on the minis and I make bigger chunks with less trades. So they're just different. I'm in my cash account, so I have a lot of drawdown to work with. Let's put it that way. 23 winning trades, 4 losing trades, 85%, 85% win rate. Taking 27 trades already, and I'm up $1,500. Average trade time, 15 seconds. Oh, it's very choppy. That was a hell of a move right there. See if we can break through this. Might load up a little bit. Boom. So my general principles, guys, right? Hold above VWAP, expect to go to the other side of value. We break above value, price discovered to the upside. Now we are at value area high in the session right here. So this is a caution area. Took some scalps right up to it. Up almost $1,800 in cash here. Check for a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's see if we can get the big move up. Ah, didn't fill me. See if it fills me now. There it goes. Nice, JD. Same setups, different tickers. That's right. Setups don't change. We're just going to have different setups, different markets, different price action, different conditions. Nice, Yvette. Good trade. Let's see what else I can squeeze out of this market this morning. I don't like how much time it's spending up here. It's trying to push through this level. It's getting met by sellers. We're building a bit of a distribution up here, which I don't like. Now, that could be buyers loading up, or it could be sellers loading up. We don't know. So this is where I remain patient at this point. It's a very tight range, very tight distribution. So I want to see conviction to one side or the next. Let me use the restroom real quick. Guys, I drink a ton of water, so you're going to have to bear with me.
Pfizer CEO says that we're cautiously optimistic pharma will avoid tariffs.
So when I trade my cash account, my first live win in a micro gold. Nice. Congratulations, Michael. That's always a good feeling, isn't it? So when I trade my cash account, guys, I keep a decent amount of money in here, right? So at the end of today, I'm going to withdraw this money. This 1,800 bucks, it's going right into my bank account. This is pure profit. I'm getting paid almost $2,000 today. Not bad for 45 minutes work. I came in a little earlier. Not bad for an hour's work. $2,000. I'll take it. Now, yeah, David, the temptation is to keep going, right? I got hit $2,000 flat. And if I hit $2,000, I might as well hit $3,000, right? So easy to get greedy. And what happens once I put some nice money into the account like that for a nice payday, it makes it harder to take that next loss. Because I don't want to go backwards. So I need to be aware emotionally of where I'm at and be ready to cut a loser even though I'm up really nice and start giving back money, which I hate, obviously. But it's part of the business here. I took a couple of losses this morning. Let's go look at these. All right, so here's a big one. This one was at 10.15 as a $270 loss. I took a $50 loss. I took a $115 loss. That's about a scratch. 25 and then 70. Right? I keep them small. My biggest loser is just about the size as my biggest winners. So that's kind of where I want to be. Right? This is my P&L for the day without fees. Here we are. This is the curve today with fees. Oops. All right, for those of you on YouTube, thanks for joining us this morning. I trade for the first 30 minutes on YouTube. If you guys ever want to join us in the Discord, there's a free trial in the description of this video. Come join us. Full free week. We're going to trade probably till about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So more than an hour left of streaming left. Then we do a recap at the end of the day. There's live coaching on Thursday night. So lots to join. But thank you on YouTube for joining us. For you guys in the Discord, we're going to keep on trading.